Basically, yesterday or the last time I was talking to Lust Boy about setting up our oh, it works now. Last night I did a test marker about our Thaemine group, and basically, guys, I realized a couple things. I realized that it's kind of fucked. Like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to honestly do it. I was already on the fence, but now I realize that I don't know when I'm getting my surgery, and I don't think, like, realistically, it's gonna make sense for me to go. Well, I had mentioned it to Lust Boy last night. It's just that, like, and then he told them this morning. I didn't know he was gonna say that, but I kind of just. The thing is, I didn't know they were gonna tell them, but the thing is I realistically thought, okay, like, let's say I get surgery next week, right? My mom's gonna be here and she's gonna have to take me to the bathroom. She's gonna have to take me to the shower. And she's gonna have to be feeding me and doing all of these things for me. And the last time I did that, like a raid like that, like a Launch Korea raid, like for example, a con, I was waking up at like 2 in the morning, or like showering at 4 in the morning, or like or taking a shit at like 6 in the morning. You know what I mean? And like just feasibly, like, how is my mom gonna help me do those things? You know, like, how is she gonna be awake to like be there for me to do those things, right? And that's like that's like the first thing though, right? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, that's the first thing. Like, how am I gonna get around or go do those things? You know what I mean? Like, that's gonna make my mom go crazy. Just around the clock, she's gonna be like, you know what I mean? That's like the first thing, right? The second part of it is like, I don't even know if I could reasonably sit for that long. You know what I mean? Because it's going to be like 12-hour progs. Even if we set a time limit, it's going to go longer. And like, I might be able to for one day, you know? Because at very least, it's going to be a con's in like 2 weeks, right? So, or Theamine's in 2 weeks. So 2 weeks after my surgery is like when I just got home from Mexico almost, and I was kind of getting into it. Some days I could stream for like 9 hours, right? But then the next day, I might only be able to stream for 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like, it might just hurt. That's the other thing. And so, not even being able to like do the, you know what I mean? Like, not even being able to like sit there that long, do the prog, whatever, and then having my mom to like take care of me, it's just not going to be feasible. Like, that's not to say that I can't stream, but so that was like all of the things that were crossing my mind right there, right? That was all the things that were crossing my mind, like right there, like just all of that, right? How am I going to do this? Am I going to be okay in time? And I don't even know if and like, also I don't want to freak anyone out at all or like create some extra unnecessary drama or stress, but like, I also don't know like how the surgery is going to go, right? Like, that's also assuming the surgery does go well and like, everything goes fine. I get out of the hospital in time. Like, last time I was in the hospital for 10 days or something, like, you know what I mean? Because my blood was all fucked up. I don't know. You know what I mean? I really don't know what's going to happen, right? So these are just so many things like stacked on top of each other where I'm like, okay, is this actually great to like kind of at this point let them all know? And anyone that like does get kind of mad or does whatever, but like, I didn't know this was going to happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know I was going to have to go in for another surgery. If it was the way it is today, I could go do it, you know? I didn't know that I'd have to go back in for another surgery and go do all of this. So this is why I'm waiting, you know? So that's that. I just can't do it. Also, at the same time, just yesterday, I also got kind of like an offer to do something with Amazon, and it's kind of around that time as well. It's a really cool thing that I do want to do. And that's also around the time, not exactly the same time, but it's something that I want to go do, that I can do. And I should take those things right now too, because I mean, I've spent a bunch of money on the surgery. I'm going to have to get another surgery now, which I'm going to even though it's insured, I still have to pay 20%. And that's still going to be like a lot of money. You know what I mean? I think these surgeries are like 40 to 50 grand, right? And so it's still going to be kind of expensive. So I kind of want to do that as well. So there's just a lot of things why I don't think I should be able to I shouldn't go do it. You know what I mean? I don't know, right? I don't even know how much it's going to cost. But these are all a bunch of things that kind of added up to go do it. And so then I know that Saint let his Discord know this morning anyway. I didn't know anything about this, but I guess Saint's gonna now, because which makes me, it does make me feel a little bad. You know what I mean? It does a little bit, but I don't like not saying anything. It does seem like Saint's gonna go do his own thing with another group then, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's like kind of like short notice, and it does suck. Does make me feel it's not, I'm not saying Saint not doing it makes me feel bad, because I just feel bad, like, fuck, I don't want to cause any problems with anybody else. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. So I think Saint's gonna go and do his own group, but I'll just watch from I'll just watch from the sidelines. You know what I mean? I'll do like a little watch party here and there. I won't spam watch the whole thing. It's gonna go on for a long time, but I'll watch a little bit and just do jumpstart stuff. You know what I mean? I just don't think feasibly I can fucking, raid for 12. I don't know who Saint's raiding with. I have no idea. But it's just, yeah, it's too much. I don't want my mom, and also I'm just transparent. My mom also gets super stressed out, like really does, about me and my scenario. She's in the chat right now, but she doesn't know how to. She wants to be there for me all the time, but by being there for me all the time, it also just stresses her out super bad. And there is zero shot my mom would survive seeing me sit at the desk, like you know how degenerate it gets to do these progging raids. You know what I mean? Like it's super prog, right? Like you're sitting there all day, hours, not moving, not doing anything. Waking up around the clock. She would have a heart attack, I think, actually watching me do that after my surgery. She'd be really worried. Also, another thing that I actually bring up is also physical therapy. Like I'm going to have a physical therapist probably coming to my house. I started doing it initially, but then it stopped after I found out to get surgery again. Physical therapy too. Like I'm going to have a physical therapist that has to come at like a normal hour and work with me for like an hour to hour and a half. What if that's during the raid? How am I gonna? It's just so many things that it literally doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So it's just better that they go on without me and go do it without. I'll watch some streams. I'll watch Saint stream, and I'll do jumpstart stuff, and I'll do Thaemine after they clear it, and I'm in a better spot. I'll go and just do it for fun, and it does kind of suck for me. I gotta be honest. It does suck. I spent a shitload of money to kind of like progress up into this point to do on Lost Ark with the plans of doing it. That's why I kept pushing. That's why I even did Voldyke. Was like, well, I want to do Thaemine. That kind of sucks. Also, I've never missed a raid. I've never actually missed a raid launch, but it is what it is. It's just. I think it just makes more sense for me, them, and the group. And then now I'm not sure what everyone else's plans are going to be. I don't know what's going to happen with everybody and what they're going to do. Since Saint's going to go play with other people and stuff now, I'm not exactly sure. But I'm sure they're not going to have too much trouble finding people because they're a bunch of like famous streamers and shit. So realistically, they probably wouldn't have that much of a hard time doing it. And honestly, dude, let's be real, boys. They're probably going to do better if I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? It might not be as entertaining, but they're probably going to do better if I'm not there. You know what I mean? So my character's weak as shit. And yeah, so there's definitely better players than me as well. So they're probably going to do better than I'm not there. That won't be as funny. I don't think so, motherfucker. That's what I thought, bitch ass motherfuckers. But they'll probably do better than I'm not there anyway. You know, yeah. So that's that. I just want to let you guys know before, you know, I know Saint sent a message in his Discord. I just want to tell you guys from my perspective and on my side what's going on and like why I'm not doing it. And it doesn't mean I'm not going to be playing games or whatever. I can't commit to that type of schedule. And I'll just be doing some Jumpstart stuff, watching, hanging out, and my mom will be here. And, you know, God willing, everything goes well with my surgery. And yeah, just so many other factors. I'm sure most of you guys understand and everything like that. And I just wanted to let you guys know now. And there's no drama or anything like that. That's literally the reason why. If you hear from anyone else or whatever, and there's no drama, there's no issues, there's no problems, there's no nothing. It's just that you can blame it. They can blame it all. The whole thing can be blamed all on me in my situation. You know. Yeah. It's okay, bro. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, man. Who's gonna be the new 8th person? It looks like the group's gonna be all split up now. That's the only thing I do feel kind of bad about. I marked it recall. That's the only thing I do feel bad about is the group's gonna be kind of split